Hi, Silvana here. Welcome. As ever, I'm here with good vibes and with my greatest desire to inspire and motivate you to be yourself. Just work on yourself, be yourself, learn to be free, to be who you really are. Because as long as we don't violate the rights of others, it is okay to be whoever we want to be, regardless of what other people might think about it. So in today's video, I am starting a new series because in my life coaching, I work with people who were or still are in abusive relationships. So I am starting a completely new series of videos which will be all about abusive relationships, abusive people, and how to protect yourself, how to what it is to be in an abusive relationship. And yes, the main thing is how to learn to get out of it and protect yourself. So why is this important? Well, because people we surround ourselves with are very important in our life. And if we want to live a happy and successful life, then we need to learn to surround ourselves with supportive people who are on our side. And unfortunately, abusers are on nobody's side, not even on their own side. So in today's video, what I want to share with you is how to even recognize that you are in an abusive relationship, because that's really the first step that will take you further from what you need to do next steps. But if you don't think that you are in an abusive relationship, then obviously you won't do anything. Because you cannot escape a prison if you don't realize that you are in one. And why is it so difficult to recognize abusive relationship? Well, number one is there is a reason why we attracted an abusive partner into our life. And it all started as love, and especially with abusers, they love bomb us, and they tell us that you are everything I ever wanted in my life. And you finally have this loving, caring, kind, warm partner in your life, and you are happy and you can't believe your luck. So when this abuse starts, one, it's very manipulative and it's very covert, and it's very difficult to recognize, especially it's very difficult for us to recognize because we are not the person who is able to see what's going on. Why? Well, because when we start having problems with our partner, we tend to focus on what he or she is doing, and we are trying to understand why he or she is doing whatever they're doing, and then we are trying to fix that situation by being ourselves and doing from our own experience and our own understanding the best we can to keep that relationship going. And this is never going to work, because if you are in an abusive relationship, then with that level of awareness, you will never be able to recognize what's going on. So the first step and the first thing that we need to learn is to start thinking about who we are, and start focusing on ourselves and start analyzing ourselves, and ourselves as part of that relationship. So what am I going to suggest in this first video is, if you are in a relationship and if you feel tired all the time, or you just you know, that there is something that bothers you, but you don't really think that it's a big deal, but it's not ideal, and you've been trying to figure out and to deal with this the best you could, and it's just everything you do, it just seems not to be enough, not to be good enough, and you're being criticized a lot, and you just started to feel like, what's going on? Am I losing my mind? Am I imagining things? You just can't even trust yourself anymore. What I'd like you to do is to really stop and to remember who you really are and what you really want in your life for yourself, without your partner. Who is that person that you've been before you got into that relationship, and what it is that you've always wanted for yourself in your life? Because the thing is that we should really be allowed to be who we really are. Whether we are single or in a relationship, we should be free to be who we really are. And people who come into our lives should be able to accept and understand, and if they really appreciate us, they should just support us in being who we really are. So I know I repeat who we really are, but that's really important. So you can start asking questions. What do I really want in my life? And then am I free to even talk to my partner about my desires, my goals, my ideas, and then you can see what's the reaction, and how do you feel now in that relationship? Does it feel like you're being loved, supported, that you can grow, you can learn, you can become better person, become more of who you are, or are you actually shrinking? Do you feel like you're disappearing? Like, do I even exist? Where am I? Because we tend to, because of that great desire to do everything in our power to keep that relationship going, we tend to keep shrinking and shrinking and shrinking ourselves until there's nothing left. So before you get into deep and start completely losing yourself, I don't know where you are. I don't even know if you are in an abusive relationship, because sometimes there is a misunderstanding. So not every relationship that has challenges is abusive. But bear in mind that abusive people are great manipulators, and this abuse is very covert, and you might not be able to recognize it, especially to actually accept that your partner is that kind of manipulative person. So I hope this really makes sense, because I really my greatest desire is to help people to understand where they are, and to teach and inspire people to break these patterns that they live with, and realize that life is supposed to be free and happy, and we all deserve that. So start with these questions. So I've got here in front of me these questions. I'm just going to repeat just in case I forgot something. How do you feel in your relationship? What do you want in your life for you? Do you feel free to talk about your desires with your partner? Do you feel supported? And are you being criticized all the time? Do you feel like you walk on eggshells? But be honest with yourself. Sometimes, very often, we are not honest with ourselves. We're just trying to to close our eyes in front of things that is happening, and we lie to ourselves, which is the worst lie we can have. So yeah, start with these questions, and yeah, I hope this bring to you some answers in your life, and some ideas, and yeah, and I will be back again in a new video where I will be talking further about abusive relationships, and what they really are, and everything I learned from my own experience and my studies. I will be sharing with you, because I want you to be happy, and I want you to be free, and I want you to be you. Okay, so thank you for watching, and have a lovely day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.